Dom Barrett, track staffer, and I'm here with Kamron Doyle and Mitch Beasley. And today we're going to talk to you about the Heat X-Treme and the Cyborg, the new releases from track. So if we start off with Cam, what's your initial reaction of the Heat X-Treme? I think you've had it for about a week or so. What's your initial thoughts?
Yeah, I had the chance to drill it a couple days ago, and I'm already falling in love with it. So, I mean, I feel like I'm going to be using it a lot with competitions coming up soon, and I just love the way it reads the mid lane and still continues on the back end. It's unbelievable, and I see myself using this for the next year or two, maybe even longer.
Yeah, and Mitch, same question to you. You've been here a little bit longer. You're based in Hopkinsville. What's your initial thoughts over sort of testing and getting into the ball as it's being released?
Yeah, I've got a chance to test this ball quite a bit. I think it's the perfect complement to the Heat, which I think is the best medium oil ball on the planet. When the Heat's a little bit too long or the volumes are a little bit too high, I think this ball's perfect. It's going to be great on the the heavier, shorter volumes or the longer patterns with lighter volumes. I think this ball's absolutely phenomenal.
And Cam, we're playing tournaments. We're playing 6, 7, 8 game blocks on the PBA Tour or Team USA trials. At what point would you see yourself using this ball?
I see myself using this on the fresh all the way up until Game 3. I mean, maybe I could start with maybe a pin down Heat X-Treme and work my way to a pin up one to get a little extra length. So, I mean, I see myself using this on a variety of different oil patterns, and I'm excited for the track fans to get this on August 9th.
And Mitch, the same question really, but more about conditions. So when would you see yourself in, what sort of conditions do you think this ball's really going to excel on?
The lighter volumes that are fresh, shorter patterns, it's going to be really good on that. Like I've done some good bit of testing with it. So I've tested it on some of the newer lane surfaces with higher volume cheetah. It was amazing. I've tested on some of the long patterns with the lighter volumes. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, and it's the perfect, I can start with that on the fresh and then go straight to the Heat when the lanes dry up just a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic ball. I've thrown it a little bit and I'm really excited about putting this into my tournament arsenal.
Oh yeah.
So there we go, we're going to have a few shots now that we're going to throw and you're going to get to see a bit more from the Heat X-Treme. Okay, track fans, welcome back. That was the Heat X-Treme. We're going to move swiftly on now to the Cyborg. Cam, you've had this ball for a week or so now, and what's your initial reaction to throwing the Cyborg?
I drilled it a couple days ago, and I've fallen in love with it already. It's a baby paradox, and who didn't like the paradox? It's just a little bit more continuous than the paradox, and it's not quite as early, and it still gives you that strong continuous motion throughout the pins.
Okay, so let's explain to you, I mean, you're talking about it's like a baby paradox. Let's explain kind of why. The paradox was low RG, high differential, at a 247, 057 differential with a strong mass bias. This ball is a 248, 043, so we have a little less differential and only an 07 mass bias. So it's a little more symmetrical. So it doesn't spin up as quick when it sees a friction, and it gets a little bit to the front better. So it has the QR7 cover stock, where the paradox had the QR9. So it's in the same family, just a little bit weaker. We have just a little bit weaker core, a little bit more symmetrical, which makes it perfect for just a little lighter volume than a paradox and a little bit less length oil pattern than a paradox.
Yeah, the paradox is a ball that I've been using a lot lately, and it's such a strong cover and strong core that when it does start to burn up, you kind of feel like you've been searching for another ball like that. And I've drilled quite a few other paradoxes to try to come off it, but it's such a strong ball that it's kind of hard to. I'm really excited about the Cyborg, and already I've had really good initial thoughts on it, and I can't wait to start using it in tournaments.
Yeah, see, the paradox for me is, I mean, it's a long, heavy oil ball, but it's kind of a specialty ball for me because it's so strong. I mean, I love it as soon as I get to the long, heavy patterns, but I don't get to use it a lot, even though I love it. And this ball for me is just going to be much more usable in a lot more lane conditions.
Yeah, I think so. And Cam, when would you think you'd be using this ball in sort of tournament play? What sort of games do you see yourself using this ball, and what conditions?
I see myself using this generally on the 41 to 45 foot oil patterns, typically on the fresh, get the ball to read early and still be kind of smooth and continuous on the back end. So I'm excited for this one, and I'm excited to see what we can do in some competitions with this piece.
Okay, we're going to throw some shots with the Cyborg now, so enjoy. welcome back, and that was the Cyborg. So that's pretty much it from us. Get out to your local pro shops and go buy the Cyborg on the 5th of July and the Heat X-Treme on August the 9th. From Mitch Beasley, Kamron Doyle, and myself, Dom Barrett, thank you very much for watching.